Hi, fourth graders. I have for you your ELA writing assignment for today. And this is very fun. It is a Thanksgiving writing assignment because today is the last day before Thanksgiving break. And please watch this video all the way through for directions. And then everything that you need is also in this post as well. You're going to be doing what's called a Thanksgiving roll a story. And let me explain what it is. You're going to either need a dice to roll, or I've put an online link for dice that you can click on and it will roll it for you if you don't happen to have one of these around in a board game. You can use the online one. You're going to roll this 4 times, and when you roll this, it determines the character in your story, the setting or the time that the story takes place, the setting and where the story takes place, and then what type of conflict or plot your story needs to have. Okay, so for example, this says roll number 1. I'm going to roll the dice. I got a 6. So my character is a farmer. I'm going to be writing a story about a farmer. Roll number 2. I have a 4. That means I'm going to go down here to 4. It's going to be in the early morning. My story is about a farmer in the early morning. Roll number 3. I have a 4. So my 4 for number 3 is an orchard. So I have a farmer in the early morning in an orchard. And then I got a 2, which means the conflict is that a mystery needs to be solved. So when I write the story, it needs to be a mystery story of something that needs to be solved in an orchard in the early morning with a farmer as my character. Okay. Once you roll each one of these down at the bottom, you can fill this out at the bottom. So I would write farmer here, and then I would write in the early morning for my time, in the orchard for the place, and that a mystery needs to be solved there for my conflict. Okay. Then on your second slide, you're going to use that and start to brainstorm some ideas of what your story could be about. So the second slide looks like this, where it says roll a story organizer. You're going to come up with your character. You have to include your character that you rolled, but you could have some other characters in your story too. Write where and when your story takes place here in your setting. You're using this to brainstorm. So start adding a few details in there. Think about what the conflict is, maybe of the specific mystery that's going to be solved, and write that in my conflict organizer. Then I can start thinking through what I want the story, how I want the story to go. Think through a beginning, a middle, and an end, and type in some ideas there on the storyline that you want yours to follow. Then down at the bottom, it asks you to come up with the resolution, which means how was the problem solved? How was the problem fixed? We're going to have little happy endings to our stories. So you're going to come up with how it is going to best be resolved there at the end. Okay. Once you have this part and your organizer completed in Google Slides, then you're going to open up the Word doc that is assigned to you as well. And you're going to start typing your story. You're creating a story on your own, a Thanksgiving story based on the character and the settings and the conflict that you have rolled. Okay? Make it a good story. Make it exciting. Make it one that we want to read. We'll read these when we come back. We'll read each other's Thanksgiving stories. But using a dice to pick all of the different parts of your story to get you started on it. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions, and have fun.